everybody! Welcome to Xavier Lemon's channel that I'm making to play some Gwent on. You might be asking yourself, why should I be watching you when there's so many other great Gwent channels around? Well, I will admit, they're all much more creative and just flat out better at the game than me. But, anyway. This is the deck we're going to be playing today, based on Dhoine and traps. Something I do think I can bring to the Gwent table is the fact that I read the books and played the games, and so I'll just be crying about the lore the whole time, possibly, in between losing. I actually stole this deck from Mr. KG, and I will shamelessly use it on my road to ranked, I think. So we have Precision Strike, damage unit by 3, or damage 3 units by 1, and then I get to get a Broccolon Sentinel out to thin the deck. Feign Death, which is our scenario. It'll let us get a lot of tempo round 1 if we can manage to tutor or draw it. Ivaret's Gambit, which plays 2 traps from our deck. It's really good for consistency. We don't have to try and mulligan for our traps as long as we have Ivaret. The man himself, Dhoine, the literal worst elf ever. He's gonna be our finisher. We'll play him and we'll transform all face-up traps into Elven Deadeye. It'll usually play for about 26, I think. So as long as we end our long round 3 or a shorter round 2 with some effective use of our traps, we should be winning. Avalok Sage, which will tutor out our scenario if we don't have it and we have Avalok, or any sort of trap that we might have. It would be really nice to start with Feign Death, but we can grab it with Avalok if we have to. Royal Decree, which is there to send out Avalok if I don't have either one of them, but I have a Royal Decree. If I already have Feign Death and Avalok in hand, it can be a nice consistency booster if I don't have Dhoine, or I want to get my Saber-Tooth Tiger on the field. This is really effective for getting my opponent to stay on one, since Saber-Tooth Tiger will damage any units who are alone, force them to stack up. Hanzo over here will just create a trap, and it's really good because he can play, or he can create one of the guild traps that is usually limited to 1. Mahakam Horn is just for some round 1 or 2 shenanigans. We can try and get my opponent to think he can pass safely when I get an 8-point boost with this. I've done it a lot of times. I hope I manage to get one here. That'd be really funny. Elaren, who will summon herself from the deck if I have 5 elves in the row. Hopefully I get this out round 1, though I've managed to draw her in my opening hand and then mulligan her out and then draw her again round 2, and it's annoying. Serpent Trap will destroy the highest power card my opponent controls when they play a special card like Waylay or Force of Nature. If I spring it, it'll destroy their lowest unit. Ideally I can use this round 1 or 2 if they have a 1-unit engine that they just put down round 1, or the first turn. And I'll just pop the trap, and if it's the only unit, that's the unit that will be destroyed. Otherwise, if it's something like Scoia'tael hand buff or something else like that, maybe monsters, I'll save it for round 3 and I'll hope that they play something that'll trigger it whenever they have a Torque on the field. Pitfall Trap. This one requires a theoretical degree in physics to use correctly, because you have to predict exactly when your opponent will use a high value card. It deals damage equal to the provision cost of a card that my opponent plays the very next time they play a card. So ideally my opponent plays a scenario, or they have Arendite or something stupid like that, and it does just 14 damage. Or my opponent plays one of their bronzes and it does 4 damage, which is 2 less than I would have gotten just springing it. So you really need to make efficient use of Pitfall Trap, but it can just win you the game if you use it correctly. Crushing Trap is probably one of the most useful ones. You put it down in 2 turns, so damage all units on a row by 2. Synergizes great with Saber-Tooth Tiger, and if my opponent's already doing that anyway, if they're like a swarm, that'll really... I remember I had Crushing Trap against a Blue Stripes Commando swarm deck, and there I had to be very careful not to actually kill them, because they ended up clogging up their own board with 1 strength commandos. Incinerating Trap is one of our weaker options. We put it down and it damages a unit by 5 whenever they play a card. It can be good if, sort of like with Pitfall Trap, if you predict a card that's coming out, but you need to make a read. Otherwise it's just a little bit of damage and there's a probability that the opponent card might survive straight up. Alright, here we have our elves. So all of these traps, Hanzo, Eldain, Avalok, hopefully we have them all for a short round 2 or a long round 3. These elves we want round 1 or 2 to try and bleed them a little. Hopefully we get to play them for basically free because we don't want them as our win condition, and we can get some good tempo through that. So Dalblathana Bowman, damage an enemy unit by 1 for each roll that separates it from the unit. Can be pretty good if they play it in range, and I have it. Elven Swordsmaster, it's a pretty good card that I think a lot of opponents try and answer. Otherwise, it's just about 1 damage every single turn, and it can get annoying for them. The actual card the opponent wants to answer is Vernalson's Command. At the end of your turn, you summon units. This is what we're going to use to bleed round 2 if we have them, or round 1 to win if we have Feign Death already. Ideally, if we really want to win, we'll have 2 of these plus the 1 from Feign Death. That'll be 3 power every single turn, which will be nigh unsurmountable unless my opponent wants to really dig deep with their win conditions or just lock them. Dalblathana Bomber, damage 2 random units by 2. It can be a little finicky to use because it's inefficient to just use it when there's only 1 unit, and if you're doing enough damage, it can be hard for your opponent to get 2. And finally, the Broccolon Sentinels, deploy, damage unit by 2, death blow, summon all units to this unit to this row. So if you want a better explanation on how to play the deck, you can always watch KG, the person I stole the deck from. But generally our idea here is to just win round 1 with Feign Death. If, depending on what kind of deck they are, I'll talk about it whenever we're fighting them, but I might want to bleed them round 2 to get their gold cards out, or go into a long round 1 where I'm completely uninteractable. Because this usually beats control as long as we get the round 1 victory. But other than that, I don't know if I need to talk about anything else. And if you don't know how to play Gwent, well, I'll do my best. We're gonna run with Eldain. Alright, let's find some games. I'm hoping to get to pro rank on this channel. I have a Skellige deck with Sigvald. I have a Northern Realms deck I'm still working on. I have a Syndicate deck that got nerfed with the latest patch, so I can't use it because of vision. Looks like Skellige's
I've no patience for humans.
And I'm going first, which is pretty good. As long as I get Feign Death. I didn't get it, but I got Avalok, and that'll be fine. See? Thank God. Alright. Let's get this trap. Let's get this trap out of here. Alright, that's pretty good. So, Let us. Let's actually start with the Elven Swordmaster.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
Not a lot of really lore about Elven Swordmasters. It's just thing.
Hey!
Oh, connection lost. You will notice she has a vaguely Japanese sort of,
Hey!
dress thing going on. But that's all I have to say about it. No real book or game references to make. No goddamn idea who this is, honestly. Didn't show up in the books. Don't remember if he was in the games, but there he is. The Gwent, the standalone game, has a. Let's see, Cersei.
Stuff careful there.
So against Skellige, we don't want to damage a lot of their units because they can get advantage from them. But let's just go ahead and attack the one that's already damaged. And let's tutor out our
Lost.
Feign Death. And Swordmaster will refresh a bit every time we play them.
None shall tread on us!
See? So
We
now
will
that
take
Ren's
back
out,
what was stolen.
we're doing pretty good, even though they got a massive amount of points, like, honestly. So Coral will
That
do
may even
damage
be
from
amusing.
discarding. Really suck. Yeah, if it got Neophyte,
Look
it would have been better if they got a Deadeye. Because it would have healed Neophyte. Let's. Let's kill Coral. Waylay should do 3 damage.
For the daisy of the valley!
And come on, Shield Maiden. No real targets for our neophytes, so I'll pass this turn here. Not 100% sure what this deck does, to be honest. Like, not the best at Gwent, if you can't tell. If I had hunting form, I would play it here and pass. But let's see. I need to kill something with 5 for this to work properly. So fuck it, let's do it. Just on our deck. And I have to play something. Let's play Incinerating Trap, but I should have played it in the middle to psych them out. But it's fine. We'll pass this next turn. Choose an allied spawn base copy.
Give them no rest!
Are they gonna be able to
No
get them
reprieve!
back from the graveyard? They've thinned their deck a lot. What happened there is they had a Ring of Favor, I believe it's called. And it's unfortunate for them because they could have used it to boost up to try and match us. But since I passed, they just throw it apart. But yeah, they're gonna have to go way low. They're gonna have to at least play 2 cards if they want to catch up, and I don't think they want to do that. So I should pass here. Source is a interesting character. In Skellige. Oh. Alright, so he's gonna damage Mr. Coral. Get him to that. Yep, that'll be it. A little. Not too much. If they push for a round 2 win, I'm gonna want to have more of my commandos out. Yep, there's one. It's a pretty good one. Get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. That could be useful depending on what they play first. They only have one once they use this Earth Sign ritual, they'll get a 6 Bear Abomination, which will be good for them.
We shall do it my
We
way.
killed Coral, otherwise that could have been some damage. Since when? What? Why'd she get a shield? Although that's strange, but whatever. I think I'm just gonna play Sabretooth. She is still a stacker ranged row. I think the order here is gonna be Elven Swordmaster. Oh, well. Alright then. I'll pass. So they're gonna draw their entire deck. I think Magic Compass is coming out then. That'll let them play any legendary Skellige card if I remember correctly. Alright, so I have, how many traps am I need fuck. No, I don't need Elden, I have Victory. It'd be nice if I could draw 1 trap, so I'd like double down a bull maybe. To be out there. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. We'll start with Swordmaster and we'll go from there.
Let us sing the song of steel!
If they play an engine turn 1, I'll assassinate it with Serpent Trap. Otherwise, interested to see what's gonna happen since they drew their entire deck basically. Yep, Magic Compass. If they get something good, I'll just kill it. Swap your graveyard.
Time for some marauding!
Unfortunate for me. But it looks like they're both stacking. That's nice. I guess they're gonna be able to play Circe again if they have Honormancer or something. But either way, let's get going with these.
Glad fort, Dhoine. You stand no
The
chance.
quicker we play them, the more advantage we get. So we're gonna play Royal Decree last. We're gonna play these maybe 4th or 5th. I think we'll have last say, so that'll be nice.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Are they looking for Circe? They didn't get that many drum on shield bands. I'm not too worried. And even if they stack this, I have the crushing traps.
You the ass. Don't dare think you can escape.
So from here, it'll depend on what they do. I do, honestly. If I want another turn, I can just play Mahakamoran.
Now! All together!
Yeah, honestly, I don't care. Good for you. But they'll die unless you have a way to boost them. Let's buy ourselves a turn. See what they do. I honestly don't know what they would play here, so I have a hard time knowing when to play the Pitfall Trap. But it could be pretty big here.
Stand before the Queen of
Shield again this
Skellige.
time.
Nothing like some overseas
This is great, you're stacking them. You know, Snowdrop is getting pretty high. So I think I'm gonna put Serpent Trap down. Remember, we need to get them down to about 26.
Gotcha! No, damn it!
If they play something special, Snowdrop will be deleted. Avarice Gandalf.
I am who I need to be.
Let's hope they play something high provision cost. I'm honestly not sure what they would play. That's terrible. That's like 4. Yep. Oh well. Let's get these crushing traps out there. That'll be in for awakening. Nice. I'll easily trade that snowdrop for a Mahakam hunting horn. Easily. This entire row is gonna get deleted. It would have been great if I had the. No, this is for provision. I never knew. Alright, let's get Hanzo out.
Customer is king.
Don't know if we'll have enough time for another one of these, but let's just do it anyway. We can still play it for one. Yep. So now I think we should pretty easily. Erendite. That's unfortunate. So this is our incinerating trap, so we'll just pop it. Some pretty damage there. Let's just do our crushing trap. Get some damage here. And let's get Eldain on it.
These trees will be your gravestone.
Well, as you can see, the Scoia'tael know what they're doing when they ambush. That was good, GG. It was an interesting deck, guys. Never seen that before, actually. I know I was talking about the Blue Stripes Commandos before, but I didn't realize Circe could do something similar. Alright, let's get another. I'm not sure how long these games are actually take. So for this video, I think I'm just gonna get 2, and then I'll see how long that one is. I guess I will shoot for 15 minutes. Don't know if I've already passed that. I have a timer, but I didn't actually press the button. So going second, which sucks. Guerrilla tactics. Let's get rid of this Brocklon Sentinel. Again, we didn't start with it. Tutor Avalok. I'll complain about Avalok later. We'll start with the Elven Sword Master and see. Alright, there. Honor Mancing turn 1. That is interesting. I think I'm gonna Avalok first.
Appearances can be deceiving.
It sucks, but I don't want to take damage. That's
Do you
just
hear?
now.
They approach.
If they heat wave our scenario, which banishes any artifact, which this counts as, that'd be bad. But, yeah, if they're Honormancy, then all they played was pretty content. Oh no. I wish I had a way of dealing with that. I could if I wanted to play my double bowman, but I didn't start with them, unfortunately. Let's just do this.
We await the signal. Till then, don't budge.
I thought about serpent trapping it, but it'll just come back. This is an interesting, uninteractable deck. This will do 3 damage. Now that I will certainly trap.
Before no one.
Yes!
I like fighting with style.
Goodbye. He's way ahead of me in points. He's gonna have to play another bomb here to get Madoc back to spawn another cactus. But getting Saskia out is huge because.
Thank you. That was very kind.
Was it? Nah, let's just play. Sword Master.
Let us sing the song of steel!
Let's go ahead and put out our Sword Master.
May your sword and arm be one.
Let's get our discount.
Racists. We will take back what was stolen.
So now we're ahead. I think I may have to play my last commander, but I do want the Rockland Sentinels out. It seems like they really want ground control, from what I can tell. You know, I'm gonna go for the hunting horn here. I think it's a bad play, but it is what we're going to do.
Sparley!
That sucks. But it is what it is. I think next turn we're going to get out the Brocklon Sentinels and we'll just pass. That is unfortunate.
They cannot see us.
It stinks, but
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
I won't round control. So I will pass this next turn though, because I don't want to waste any more traps. If they're a bomb deck, they might have Dragon Stream.
Don't you fret about me. Can take care of myself.
You know, I'm gonna play my Sabertooth here. Because if he transforms his Sabertooth and doesn't play a unit, Mr. Catwitcher will take some damage. But I think he does have round control. I don't know if I'm willing to play Bernicel's Commander for 3. And he still has 2 damage on the board. Or 4, using the order. Oh, you gave up? Alright. I'll take that. I think we might try and win right here. If I get should I go for it? I think I will.
Glad fort to one. You stand no chance.
I may not be the most skilled player, but I think I'm just gonna try and because they had Saskia, so they probably drew a lot of their bronzes as well. So that's an argument for this being a bad idea. But round 3, if I can save Eldain, and I can draw Hanzo here and Hunting Horn and Crushing Trap, that'd be nice. Not this turn, the next turn. Alright, decision time. If I play the traps, I have to play Eldain. And if I play Eldain, I'm gonna lose round 3 if it goes there. Come on, got him to play Zonderman too. I'd be willing to pass here. Damage enemy unit.
Uh-oh.
I'll give it to him.
Alright. Yeah, let's go into round 3. He can't tutor anything out. He only has 1 charge left of that, but I think I'm gonna have last say. Alright, let's see if I can't get Hunting Horn. It should be our only option. Yeah. Alright, so we're set up. It'd be great if I knew his deck well enough to know when he'd play a high provision card. That's hilarious. I wonder what that's about. Let's get Hanzo out, see if I can't serve
A
it.
sword to outshine all others.
Now he can target Hanzo and get Nova out. That's a really good story in the books. Nice. Yeah, Maddox is not going to be useless here. Let's Incinerating Trap here. I do believe I'm going to have last say Eldain, so Maddox will not do anything. is. I like this game. He discarded something. Alright, I think we're going to win. It's such a waste. But I don't think he has units to play. So it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, this rival Spoiltail troop is relying on bombs, and they can't get anything done with that against us. It doesn't matter to me. Is that our? Nah, it's whatever. I get last sec. I don't think he's losing.
Not bad, but you must try harder.
Let's hit him with a good fight.
Tall enough to kick your ass.
Interesting. Well, you're in my forest now.
What are you doing? The Daisy of the Valley!
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that one. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here. And I'll see how long this is. Hope you're looking forward to the next one. I really like this deck. But I want to show off Giga Chad Sigvold. I have a pretty good Frost deck as well. Let's see. I think it might be this. No? the White Frost number 4 here. I haven't given it a name yet. I have a Northern Realms Witcher's deck, which is terrible. Just terrible. A Skellige Witcher's deck, which is okay. I have my prototype Ambush deck that I tried making myself. Not very creative, unfortunately. This is the Syndicate deck that I was telling you about earlier. And I think the next deck I will play will be Assimilate Double Cross. So, look forward to that, and I'll see you next time.